put together this presentation to walk you through the course, explain what you need to do to pass, how to access your textbook, how to take your test, how to do your weekly homework, and all sorts of wonderful things about your online art appreciation course. Hopefully this video won't run too long. I'm going to try and do it all in one take. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let me just minimize this and pull up my welcome presentation. All right. So first things first, this is me. As I said, my name is Eleanor Grix. You can call me Ms. Grix if you wish. Right there is my email. That is the best way to get in touch with me. I check my email very regularly. I make it a point to try and reply to emails as soon as possible, usually within 8 hours. If you give that number a call, you'll reach me here in my office, and it's often a good idea to give me a call if you want to come up to my office to speak to me face to face. My office is right there, here on the White Bluff campus, on the second floor of Academic Commons in the faculty corridor. And all this information is available right here in instructor information, and you can send me an email through this link right here, send email. Quick point, make sure you know how to check your Savannah Tech student email. All of my emails go to that address, and it's very important that you check that regularly because that's also how I send information to you. If you don't check your Savannah Tech email regularly, you're going to miss out on very important information. All right, next page. Okay, textbook. That's the textbook that we use. It is called Preble's Art Forms, and it is the 12th edition of the textbook. The cover looks like that. But here's a big but. This year, with this new edition, Pearson has announced that they're no longer going to sell physical textbooks through the bookstore. So if you walk into the bookstore, you're not going to walk out with a textbook. This also means that you can't buy your textbook online via a place like Amazon. What you have to do is buy your book through Revel. Revel is the online companion to the textbook, and here is how you access it. Click on Start Here. Scroll down a little bit, and there it is. This is all the information on the textbook, including the all-important Revel course code, which changes every semester. It's possible that that code might not be active during your course, so make sure you check under Start Here. You can access your Revel account here, and let me explain how you purchase it. All right. So there are a few ways to get your hands on this book, y'all. Head down to the bookstore. Like I said, you're not going to walk out of that bookstore with a book. You're going to walk out with a student access code card. That costs $119. That's the sticker price. And inside it will be a scratch off with a code that you redeem. You redeem it on that website that I just showed you in Start Here. You click on that to redeem that code. Or you can buy access directly from that website. It only costs $69 if you buy Revel directly from their site. However, they don't accept any sort of financial aid or scholarship. So if your scholarship pays for your textbook, you're going to have to buy it at the bookstore. But check this out. Like I said, you're not going to buy this book, but they are still printing books, and you can request one. So whenever you've registered your code or bought it from the website, you have an option to request something called the Books a la carte, which is a printed version of the book. It comes free with your code card that you buy in the bookstore, or if you go for the cheaper option, you do have to pay for the printed book. But as you can see, it's still cheaper to buy your access and your book directly from Revel. However, if you can't afford the book right now, you do have options. First of all, as you can see, this textbook does come with a free 14-day trial. So you have no excuse to not turn in your homework during the first week or so, because you can access the book for free for at least 2 weeks. Or I have an extra copy of this printed version here, which is actually an instructor version, but don't worry, there's no test questions in here. I've placed one of these on course reserve at the White Bluff campus library, and I think they might have one at the Liberty campus library as well. It's in course reserves. You won't be able to check it out and take it home with you, but at least you can do your work and read your chapters without having to purchase anything. Or if you're feeling lucky, you can check for a used copy online. I know that there are places like Textbook Warehouse. You might check Amazon. I've told last semester students if they could sell their books a la carte on Facebook Marketplace, you might check there. Heads up though, don't buy the code card used, because if that code has been redeemed, you won't be able to access the book and you'll have wasted your money. Also, make sure if you buy a used copy of the book that you are buying the 12th edition. You will probably be able to find this, the 11th edition, for cheap, but don't buy it. The 12th edition is updated. If you buy an old copy of the book, you're not going to have the book that I use. All the test questions are about the 12th edition of the book, not the 11th. And also, make sure you don't buy one that looks like this. This is the 10th edition. Don't buy this either. Only buy the 12th edition of the textbook, especially if you want to bypass all of this expensive option and buy it through a third party. But again, that's our textbook. Important. While you do have to purchase your book through Revel, no work is done through Revel. None of those assignments or homework or discussion options, nothing is done in Revel. All coursework is done here on Blackboard. All right, so that's the textbook. All right, here's how your grade breaks down in my Art Appreciation online class. You have homework, you have tests, and you have 2 essays. Your weekly homework and weekly tests are available through your learning units, which I'll show you how to access in a moment here. But this is how your grade breaks down. And let me point out that the lowest grade in homework and tests is dropped from your weighted total. This means that you can kind of have a skip week. If you're busy, if things happen, you get a free pass for 1 learning unit. But that learning unit will not apply to your critique essay or your visual analysis essay. You do need to turn those in as part of your grade. All right, so the learning units. As I said, all the work is going to be done here on your Blackboard page, not through Revel, your online course. And they can be accessed right here where it says learning units. Every learning unit is timed to be open for 1 week. It opens on Monday at midnight and it closes Sunday at 11:59. Each one of those learning units contains your test, your homework, and supplemental readings, links to websites and videos that are pertinent information to your test, and also could be contain some bonus questions as well. Now, this is important. I don't accept late material. You need to turn in your test and your homework by 11:59 on Sunday. If you don't, I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to turn it in late. I accept no late work. All right, the tests. Every test is anywhere from 10 to 20 questions. It's mainly multiple choice and short answer. The tests are designed to be open all week. There's no time limit for them. You can take all the time that you need. However, once you save and submit your test, it will show you which questions you got wrong, but it won't show you what the answers were. I do that in order to curb cheating so that you can't go online and find the test questions. If you want to know what was the correct answer for number 6, or what was the correct answer for this question, email me and I'll let you know what the answer actually was. All right, homework. So every week you have a test and you have a homework assignment to do. Your homework is either a written discussion or it's some sort of art project. Occasionally you have a learning unit where you get your choice of assignment. All right. Now, if it's a discussion, your grade is based on whether it's the proper length, that it has correct spelling and grammar, and just that you've provided a very in-depth, well-defended argument to, say, an article that I post or something I ask your opinion on. The art projects sometimes scare people a bit. Don't worry, this isn't art class, it's art appreciation. The art projects are things like, well, let me show you an example. Study the work of a 19th century photographer and recreate it using the camera on your cell phone. It's a fun little project. And I don't grade your projects according to your technical skill. They're graded according to your effort and originality and just that you understood the assignment. You'll get instructions on every homework each week. Now listen up to this. This is also part of your homework grade. You need to provide feedback on a classmate's work. You need to post a reply, a response to something else that one of your classmates has posted. This is required as part of your grade. And the discussion board is actually set up that you can't respond or view your classmates' work until you have submitted your assignment. So every week, make sure you give yourself enough time to not only complete your homework, but also to submit it and reply to a classmate's assignment within the allotted time. Again, before Sunday at 11:59. All right, and let me show you something else. This is kind of new this semester, virtual office hours. Twice a week, I will be available live here on the website so that you can chat with me, ask me questions using your Blackboard format. As I said, it's kind of a new format this year. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I guess we'll find out. Naturally, if you're not available for those sessions, you can email me anytime. All right, now let me show you how to access those learning units I was telling you about, because there is a lockout. Check it out. There's nothing here right now. Nothing is available in your learning unit. That's because you need to submit your student syllabus quiz certification. Click on this, and it's going to open up some files for you. Here's your due dates for your course. I would print that off, telling you when your papers are due, when your homework and tests are due. As you can see, it's time to release every Monday at midnight and close every Sunday at 11:59. So print that off, put it somewhere. Also have a look here. This is a list of your homework assignments, explaining what the assignments are like. It also shows you what sort of supplies you're going to need so that you can be prepared in advance. For example, Learning Unit 4, you're going to have to make a drawing. So the pieces here that are in bold type, those are supplies that you should have on hand, like a camera. You will need a camera this semester. The one on the back of your phone is perfectly fine. You will also need some unlined paper, not notebook paper, and something to draw with. Don't go out and spend a lot of money on art supplies. That's really not my objective with this course, but I do want you to try your hand at making some works of art. Again, you can read about those assignments here. And then finally, your syllabus. Very important document. I imagine you've seen one of these before. Everything you need to know in the course is available here in your syllabus. It's important that you read it, and it's also important that you certify that you've read it. So I've clicked on Syllabus Quiz, click to launch. Here is your syllabus quiz. Again, you do need to complete this in order to access the course. Whoa, I've doubled up. How did that happen? Oh, for crying out loud. Well, let me just show you. Click begin. Here's your test. 4 questions. Have you read your syllabus? Yes. I understand I must submit a test and homework assignment each week. Yes. I need to provide commentary on one student's work every week. Yes. And I'm going to turn in my essays through Turnitin. True. Save and submit. Okay. Let's see how I did. Click OK. Where am I? Oh, there I am. All right. Hi. All right. I scored 100 on that test. It was very difficult. Now that I've done that, check it. Learning units. Now I can access my learning units. This is where you turn in your test and your homework. Oh my gosh, it didn't work. Oh, what's a girl to do? Excuse me. Let me try that again. What in the criminally? Hi guys, sorry about that. Made a mistake there. Not very professional of me. Here's your learning unit. Bang. Click on that. And here we go. This is what you can expect to do every week. It has information on the course. It gives you an outline. And very importantly, gives you the link to your test, which you can begin anytime you need, and instructions on your homework. So here you'll see the instructions for every week's homework assignment. Click to launch. And as you can see, you do need to create a post before you can respond to another student's or even view another student's work. So all you have to do is create a thread, make a subject. Hello. You're going to write your work here, whether it's a discussion board or an art project. There is a written component, so you write your work here. If it's an art project, you're going to have to attach a file. So you browse your computer. I saved it onto my desktop. Here it is. As you can see, it's often helpful if it's an art project to put your artwork in, say, a Word document. This way you can ensure that your work is submitted right side up. Just hit submit, and then you'll be able to view your assignment, and you can also reply to your classmates' work here. After I've graded it, I also provide my own feedback to you that you can view over here in My Grades. So it shows you how you did on all your assessments, all your tests. It also gives you the due dates for your essays. Everything you need to know is right here on your Blackboard page, including announcements, how to contact me, and everything else you need to know. So thank you very much for sticking around. during that kind of awkward presentation. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but you can always email me any old time if you have any questions, and I look forward to getting to know you better over the semester. Thank you.